to my channel and welcome to today's video. I have my June favorites for you guys today and I have a lot of favorites to share with you. I feel like in the past month I just tried out a bunch of new makeup and I sort of condensed my list to my top faves and the ones that I've been using a lot in the past month. So we have makeup, we got lifestyle, and we do have a couple of fails as well. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop into my monthly favorites of June. Alright, so starting off with makeup, I have 3 blushes to share with you. I know, that's a lot, and I feel like for the past couple of monthly favorites, I've always shared a blush. I really am just on a blush kick, and I feel like every brand is also on a blush kick as well. So I have 3 here. 2 of them I just tried in the past month. 1 of them I've been trying for a couple months, and I just keep forgetting to mention it. And I definitely could have mentioned more, but I was like, you know, let's just tone it down to 3. I'll save some for the following monthly favorite and share them with you next time. We'll talk about the one that I'm currently wearing on my cheeks right now. This one is from ColourPop. It is their Cheek Dew Serum Blush and I have mine in the shade So Cosmo. I feel like I have a very unpopular opinion on this because this has been compared a lot to the M Cosmetics, the original Serum Blush. And I think a lot of people do prefer the M Cosmetics one, but personally, I do prefer the ColourPop one. Now, I love M Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands. I adore them, but their serum blush is the one product, like literally the one product that I can't get to work on me. And I do feel like there is a difference in formulation. I don't really think these are that similar at all. I think the only thing similar is the name. And I do think Michelle did call out ColourPop for copying them, but I really do think the formulation is a bit different. So the thing that I don't like about the M Cosmetics one, and I'm just talking about this shade specifically, this one is Cherry Splash. I do have a Venetian Rose, which I've only used a couple times, so I can't say too much, but with the M Cosmetics Serum Blush, I really can't get this to look even on my cheeks. This cheek is okay, but every time I apply this on this side, it always looks patchy. Whether I use a sponge, my fingers, a brush, on my bare skin, on top of makeup, on top of liquid, it will always look a little bit patchy, like uneven. And although the component is beautiful, it's innovative, it's unique, I find that this applicator is very hard to get product out of. But then when I use the ColourPop one, it's a squeezy too, very easy to take out. And I will just apply this to the back of my hand. I'll take my sponge and dab it onto my cheeks and we have this look. It's even, it's beautiful, it's very diffused, and with the formulation I do feel like it's really different. With the ColourPop one, I wouldn't really call this like a serum blush because to me this is more of like a liquid blush and it has the finish of like a cream to powder finish. Whereas the M Cosmetics Serum Blush, this really does hold up to its name. It is very dewy like a serum and this gives you that sort of glass-like skin. So this would be better applied directly onto your skin or just on top of like a tinted moisturizer, which is definitely more M Cosmetics aesthetic rather than ColourPop where they are, you know, color pop. This one to me is more like a liquid blush rather than like a serum blush. So there is a difference in formulation to me, but personally I just can't get these to work, the M Cosmetics one. I need to try Venetian Rose out a little bit more. The second blush comes from Stila. This is their Complete Harmony Lip and Cheek Stick and I got mine in the shade Shea Gabera. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, I did do like a TikTok video on this blush because I actually purchased this because of Blackpink's makeup artist and she recently opened up her YouTube channel and she's sharing what she applies on the girls and I literally can't try half the things because it's not cruelty free. So whatever is not cruelty free on her list, which is like 1 item out of her entire description, it's usually from Stila and she used this on Rosé for her Gone music video. This gives me a sort of similar vibe to the ColourPop cheek stick, but it's just in a stick formulation. So that can be definitely a little bit easier to apply. I can apply this with my sponge, I can apply this with my brush and I have no problem. With the ColourPop one, I would only apply this with my sponge or even fingers, but definitely my sponge. But this I can apply with anything. I think the shade is really pretty. It gives me a lot of spring vibes. So this was a surprise purchase. Like I didn't really think I would love it as much as I do. And I've only gotten to using it for the past like week or so. So it is a little bit of a cheat, but I definitely have been loving this product a lot. and it has been my favorite, and I mean, it was on rosé, so like. And the last blush I have for you is from Oden's Eye. This is their Alva Flower Blusher. And this one is in the shade Water Lily. And I've had these for a while now. I think maybe back in February I got these and I've been using them and I love them. But for some reason I just kept forgetting to mention it in my monthly favorites. I think I was really trying to like pinpoint which shade would be like my go-to. And I feel like Water Lily is just my shade. So their flower blusher is the satin blushes, and they have their fruit blushes, which are the mattes, and I feel like they do have a really good range in there. They have 6 in total, but I would say that this one would have to be my favorite. I use this quite a lot this month, especially when I was doing my Oden's Eye review for their newest collection, and I feel like the satin blush in here, it's not so texture enhancing. I feel like with a lot of satin blushes it can really enhance texture just because of that metallic, of that glow, but this one looks very like natural. I like all of the other blushes too, but this is the one that I find myself wearing the most, so I don't know why I never mentioned it, but if you guys were wondering about their blushes, like I really do love them, and the packaging, it's Oden's Eye, it's beautiful. But for the next product are lashes, and it's the lashes that I'm currently wearing right now. These are from a new brand that I'm testing out. So this is from Bold Face Makeup, and they actually reached out to me and sent me a bunch of their products. They mainly just have lashes and eyebrow pencils, and they sent me their whole line of eyebrow pencils, and they have a lot of colors. So if you have like pink hair and you want an eyebrow pencil for your pink hair, you can go to Bold Face Makeup and they have a pink eyebrow pencil. They have blue, they have like the whole color range. So they sent me all of that. They sent me a bunch of their lashes. I haven't tried anything else but these lashes. And these are from their Muse collection in the shade Meant to Be. And these have been my absolute favorites recently. My favorite lashes of all time, like my favorite glam lashes, are Honey from Petite Cosmetics, which I still love, but I'm just, you know, just trying to try new makeup. And I saw these and I was like, this kind of gives me Honey vibes, and when I wear them, they low-key give me Honey vibes. The quality kind of feels like House of Lashes, like that kind of thickness, but they're just very wispy. They're the right length, they don't overpower my eyes, and I think Bold Face Makeup, they have a really good range of lashes. Like they sent me some lashes that I would never wear because they're so long and dramatic, like touching eyebrows. Like I would never wear that. But they also have some more natural ones on invisible bands, and they have a really big range of styles. And also, this is not sponsored. They just did send me this in PR. I'm not required to talk about it or anything. For now, Meant to Be is like one of my favorites, and I've been wearing this a lot. Like if you've been watching my 3 looks 1 palettes video, I've been wearing this in almost every single look. So yeah, this has been a new favorite lash. So now I have some lip products for you guys, and going back to Oden's Eye, how I sort of mentioned to talk about the blushes, I also forgot to talk about their liquid lipsticks. Again, I think I was just trying to figure out which shade is like my go-to, and I finally figured it out. So these are their matte lip stains. They also have like a satin lip stain, but I'll be mentioning their matte ones today. And I'm wearing currently Sweet Peach. They definitely have more of like a drying aspect to them. They're not like very, I guess, moussey compared to like the Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick or the M Cosmetics one that I really love too. These ones are definitely more of like that traditional liquid lipstick, but I don't find them to be like so drying on my lips. Like I can wear them throughout the day and I'll be okay, but their colors are just so good. So my favorite is Sweet Peach, the one I'm wearing right now, and then also Apricot Girl. I really love these tones, and I feel like Oden's just does a really good job with these like sort of muted rosy tones. I love it. So these 2 would have to be my favorites. Their other shades are really, really pretty as well. Adore them too. But these are like my go-to. Okay. One more liquid lipstick. Who am I? Why am I mentioning so many liquid lipsticks? I'm like, I don't like liquid lipsticks. But here I am mentioning 3 for you, my monthly favorites. So this one is from Stila. It's their Stay All Day liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Beso. So this is a mini. I think I got this as a freebie from Mecca. I love the red, first off. It has been my go-to red. Whenever you've seen me wear a red lipstick, it's this one, and I think it's just really, really comfortable. So I tried this, and then Going back to my other Stila product, Blackpink's makeup artist, she actually used another Stay All Day Stila liquid lipstick in a different shade on Jenny, and I did pick it up. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna film a TikTok on it right after this. So when I saw that it was from the same line and I really love the formulation, I went ahead and bought another shade. But the shade Besto is just a really great red liquid lipstick. Like, the color is perfect. It's a really nice true red and it's really comfortable to wear. Okay, next favorites. I have a lot of brushes that I want to talk about with you guys today. So the first one, again, from Odin's Eye. It was just an Odin's Eye month. I think because they have a new collection and I was playing with that for pretty much like a week and a half straight. And I've been using these brushes ever since I got them. I really do like the shape of these and I've been grabbing for them a lot, and the quality on these is really great. So if I remember correctly, I think it's about $35 and you get the casing for the brushes and then you get 6 eye brushes. And I literally use all of these eye brushes. These 6 are the type of brushes I like to use on my eyes. They're great for packing, they're very soft, they're not like splitting apart or anything. Like, the quality is really great and the handles are like really pretty. They have that mint to pink, and I've just been really enjoying these brushes. Like, I've been loving them. And what I've also been liking from Odin's Eye is their brush cleaner. So I know a lot of you guys were like laughing at me in my review video because I had no idea what to do and I was so shocked of this little brush cleaner, and I didn't really realize how much I needed this. You know, like, this comes in so handy when I'm filming my looks where I don't want to go get another brush and I want to use the same brush but on a different color. I just take it in and then I can just dip into another color. Like, it's so handy. It's so handy. And the one from Odin's Eye comes in a really pretty case. It has the little heart in there. Can you guys let me know how you clean this though? Do I just run it through water and it cleans itself? I did mention how I thought it would be too harsh on my brushes, but I haven't really noticed like my brushes getting like going like this. So yeah, been loving this one as well. I also have another brush set that I want to talk about, and I know you guys are really curious about my thoughts on these as well, because surprisingly I got a lot of DMs and comments asking about these and my thoughts on them. Like, I didn't really expect that. These are the brushes from Morphe and their collab with Makeup by Ariel, who is Kylie Jenner's makeup artist. And honestly, like, if I'm being straight up, I really did get these because the aesthetic, the colors, this like taupey beige and then the brown bristles. I was like, okay, this would be a really nice brush set to obviously use, but like to display as well. Because you guys know I'm like doing out my beauty room, which I really do think in June I can reveal my room to you guys. I'm really hyping it up. It's really not that grand, but I finally got my drawers, I got my clothing rack, and those were the last pieces that I need to finish up the room. I just need to find time to really sort everything out. So hopefully in July I can show you guys my room finally. But it's been bothering me how my makeup brushes look displayed on my vanity, because you can see my vanity here, like it's like gold, brown, and then my brushes are like all different colors, the black, purple. And I know that doesn't sound like a big problem, and it's definitely a first world problem, but I just thought these brushes would be better to display. So I really wasn't expecting much from it, just because I was really getting it for the aesthetic, which sounds so dumb because these were so expensive, like so expensive. But I will say the packaging was like really beautiful. I bought the full set and it felt like it came in a PR box. Like, it was beautiful. It also comes with a sponge as well. You get 10 brushes, face and eyes, and a sponge, and I think it was like 180 New Zealand dollars. New Zealand dollars, okay? It's still really expensive. I think he has a set where you can get the eye brushes or the face brushes. I would have preferred if he or Morphe would have just like release them individually at least, and a set as well, because I think individually there are some really great brushes in here. So in the beginning I had mixed feelings because these brushes, they sort of had a scent to them, not a pleasant scent. It sort of smelled like it came straight out of like the factory or something, you know? And I noticed that there wasn't like a lot of fraying on the brushes, and like compared to the Odin's Eye brushes, right? These are synthetic and these are natural hair, so there is a difference. But I got these a little bit after the Morphe ones, and these one has no fraying whatsoever, and these already do. So that kind of like bothered me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on these and they're already falling apart. Like, what's going on? But they're not too bad, but I feel like, I don't know how long they will last at this rate, but these seriously perform so well, like different from any other brush I've ever used, which is so odd because I didn't really think brushes could make such a difference, but until I used these, I was just like shook. I will say I don't use all of the brushes, so that's why I feel like it would have been really great if they would have just released individual brushes. But like, for example, this brush here, the A21, I use this as my bronzer, and I'm using the same bronzer that I usually use, but when I use this brush, it makes my bronzer look a little bit more natural. It's more diffuse, it's more soft focus. It kind of just does something with the formula. And then I love their blending brush. This one is the A11. I use this for my transition shadow. It's a really nice dome shaped fluffy blending brush. I feel like my transition shadow goes on so evenly and smooth and soft, and I think that just makes so much sense. When you see his work on Kylie, it is very soft and diffuse and natural, like soft glam, and I feel like these brushes really give it to you. So I really do like all of the eye brushes. I use all of that. It's really the face brushes that I don't use all of them. I've only used this one once, which is the A24. And I forgot to mention about the sponge. I really like the sponge, but I do love Morphe sponges in general. So I mean, I've only tried their red one, their original, and this one works really great. I really do love this. I feel like it was almost like eye-opening to see how much brushes can really change up the formulation of the product. Like, it really does make a difference. So I really do like these. I don't know what to say. I really do like them, but they are really expensive. I wish he would just sell them individually, let's just say that. But they are really good, and if you were curious about them, I would recommend them, I guess. Last beauty favorite I have is actually a nail favorite. So this one is from AOA. It's their nail cuticle oil. So nothing revolutionary, really. It's not. It's just a nail cuticle oil, but it's only $1. And I have mine in the scent peach. And I just been using this like every other day. I typically use it before I film, so that way when you guys see my hands close up, like when I'm applying eyeshadows, my cuticles are looking nice and hydrated. And I feel like for $1, this is super effective. I feel like my cuticles don't look as dry. So if you guys were looking for a new nail cuticle oil, the one from AOA, it's only $1 and it works so well, keeps my cuticles very hydrated, so I would recommend. Let's move into lifestyle favorites now. So sadly, I don't have any journal updates for you guys this month. I didn't really have time to make any spreads. I was really busy, so hopefully next month in July, I feel like things will be a little bit more chill. We'll see. I know some of you guys look forward to them, and that makes me so happy, like truly. No spreads this month, unfortunately. But we'll move into my other lifestyle favorites because I love them just as much. So my first lifestyle favorite is my new film camera. I pretty much got this for myself for my birthday. So this is the Olympus Zoom 170. It's secondhand. It's just a really nice and easy, straightforward point and shoot film camera. I do have another one that's more of like a manual type, and there's just a lot more to learn with that, and it's a bit bulkier. So this one is definitely easier for me for every day and just carrying it around in my bag and just taking film whenever I want, and I've been really enjoying it. I've only developed film once on this, and I'm still learning to see what type of film I like and what settings I do like. But nonetheless, so far I've been loving it, and I don't know, it's just like my precious camera that I keep with me all the time. So I've been enjoying this a lot, and I definitely would recommend the Olympus Zoom line. My next lifestyle favorite I actually got as a birthday gift from my friend. This has been on my wish list for a while, and she got it for me for my birthday, and it's from Luffy. It's their milk tea set. So it comes with a mouse and also the mechanical keyboard, and I've just wanted this because first off, the color, it's just so pretty. I'm a sucker for it. But no, it is really functional, and I've been wanting to get another mouse for my laptop because the mouse pad on my MacBook is kind of like stuck. So this has been really handy. I actually unboxed this on my TikTok, and one person said it looks like a fly, and now I can't unsee that. And then for the keyboard, I also love as well. I've always wanted a mechanical keyboard. I just love I just love that sound. I don't know, it makes me want to work harder for some reason. I just really love it. I don't know if it's like really worth the price because it is really expensive, but I think for a gift it is a really nice gift to give, and it works well. The quality is really good and everything. And my last favorite is actually a diffuser. This is from the brand Hinoki in the scent Yuzu. This is what the box looks like. It is so pretty. This is what the actual diffuser looks like. Very pretty. This sage green, I'm obsessed, but the scent is really nice. Like, I've been really loving this. Not only is it very pretty and aesthetic, the smell is just very pleasant. I think it's a really nice scent that's not overpowering, but it is there. Like, when I walk into my room every day, I just love the smell. I feel like it's a very neutral smell. I don't know, how do I describe this? It might have to be one of my favorite diffusers I've ever gotten because it just smells so good, and every time I walk into my room every morning, because I always shut my door closed every night, but every time I walk in, I'm just like, wow, it smells so good. And I feel like it just suits the scent of my beauty room really well. So I've been really loving this diffuser. And now on to my fails of the month. They both are brow products. So they're not technically bad. Like, I'll still use them because I have them and I want to use it up. But I wouldn't use them all the time, and I personally wouldn't recommend them. So the first one is from ColourPop. It's their brow soap, their styling wax. I have mine in the shade Clear, and I did pick up the spoolie. I do like the spoolie, however, but we'll talk about the soap brow effect. So this is actually my first time trying soap brow ever, so I have nothing to really compare it to, but I personally don't like how this makes my brows look. Let me rearrange it. I do like how it makes my brows look. I think it does a really great job of sticking them up. It gives my brow hairs a bit of texture, but what I don't like about it is that once I go in with eyeshadow, I feel like it just makes my brows look very powdery, and I guess actually that could be solved. I could just apply this as the last step. But still, I think it's just like a very thick texture, and it doesn't make my brows look really great. Like, I rather go in with my M Cosmetics brow gel, and that gives me the same effect, maybe in an even better effect, without giving me that powdery thickness. I put it on today just so I could show you guys, but I would not recommend this. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong because, like I said, I've never really tried soap brow, and even now, like a couple of hours later, I feel like my brow hairs just kind of like droop down afterwards. So I wouldn't say this is so effective. Maybe just sticking to your normal brow soap. If you do use a soap bar for your brows, then maybe stick to that, but this ain't it for me. Another one is this brow highlight pencil from the Brow Bar. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and not that this is a bad product, I just feel like it does skip over my foundation, like it lifts my foundation up. So I would only really use this if I was doing my brows first and I had nothing on my skin, like no foundation, no eye primer, no concealer, none of that, then that would be fine. But I feel like if I just wanted to clean up my brows, I would just go in with a concealer. I feel like that's much easier, and this is not something that like I could recommend. But yeah, you guys, those were all of my favorites for June. I feel like this video is going to be quite long. It did take me a long time to film this video just because the sun was going in and out, so I've been like sitting here waiting for the sun to go behind the clouds to keep the lighting consistent. So hopefully it was okay. Hopefully I did like a decent job, and now it's like really gloomy. But yeah, I would love to know some of your favorites for the month of June as well. If you could just leave them down below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy watching, please give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much if you could. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!